Welcome to Linux YouTube channel. My name is Ram Mishra and I'm your online instructor. So what's in this video? In this video, we will talk about how to set up and configure AWS Elastic Beanstalk to deploy your application. So let's begin the session. But before start the lab session, we need to understand few points, which is what is AWS Elastic Beanstalk and its use cases. Beanstalk is a fully managed services that simplify the process of deploying and managing applications in AWS Cloud. Applications hosted on Elastic Beanstalk are automatically configured with the load balancing, health monitoring, auto scaling, and other features, and reduce the operational overhead. This means you can focus on deploying your product instead of spending time on managing infrastructure. So Beanstalk also handles application deployment, monitoring, and maintenance tasks so that you can focus on writing your code and delivering features. Beanstalk use CloudFormation to provision resources. The good thing is that you don't need to write the CloudFormation template and it will be taken care of by Elastic Beanstalk automatically. So in this demo, I will show you how to create an application, view your environment, deploy a new version of an app, change the node configuration, and clean up your AWS environment, right? So this is the official web page of AWS documentation, the Beanstalk, the options there, how it's work, everything is mentioned. So let's start the lab session. So currently you can see this my AWS dashboard and currently I'm logging in Mumbai, right? And let me refresh the EC2 dashboard first. So let it be refreshed. Okay. So currently you can see I don't have any instance or any auto scaling group, any elastic IP, nothing, right? So it will be automatically available for us once we configure the Elastic Beanstalk. So let's start search Beanstalk from here. This is the Elastic Beanstalk. So Elastic Beanstalk is there, and let's start with the first step, which is creating an application. So click on create an application. Since creating an application is out of the scope for this demo, so I will use very simple PHP application that I have write down in my notepad. Later on, I will show you the content of that application. So we will start from click create new application and to get started. So for our environment section, first of all, we have to configure the environment, right? So for our environment section, we have two options. The first option is for a web server environment. This is which is by default selected, and the second is for worker environment. The most significant difference between the web environment and work environment is that web server environment serves a website or API that responds to HTTP request, whereas the worker environment is more like a listener to react to message from Amazon SQL queue. Since our application is based on PHP application and having simple website, so we will choose the web server environment. I'll go with the web server environment, right? And here we will provide a name, application name. If I scroll down, application name and kind of description, right? So let me go with the name. I give the name my first ELB app. Okay, scroll down and give the description also. So I say PHP application for deployment. Okay. Now you are able to specify a custom domain. This is the domain name, right? Or you can leave it blank for the default value. So I'll leave it blank for now. Let it be scroll down. In the next section, I need to configure the platform. So we need to select the PHP as our platform in the platform section. So if I click over there, and number kind of platforms are there. I select PHP. So under the base configuration heading, we can select PHP configuration platform, and you can choose to use your custom platform also if you want to create and publish one for your use. Depending on your application, this is maybe very useful option, right? Now move to the next step. So if I scroll down, automatically platform version branch is there. Now the next option is application code. So in the next section, we need to tell about the application code. So for our code, if you have downloaded your code from some available URL, either GitHub or from any other, you can directly go to the upload your code and just upload your code right now. But I'll go with the publish sample app in this menu because I didn't download the code for earlier, right? Lastly, if I scroll down here in the presets options, you will notice the custom configuration button. Here it is a custom configuration, right? If you look here, you can configure high availability or custom hardware settings like VPC, storage, keys, availability zone, database, and many more. But by default, the value is the single stand. This value is very lower cost, free trial eligible services, right? So I'll go with that one. For our simple application, this will be surely sufficient for us. Even later on, I can also change the configuration if I want, right? So before click on the next button, make sure that simple application is selected and in the application code, and then finally click on the next. So I click on the next. Now in the next, let's see what we have to do here. Okay, configure service access. So we need to configure service access and create a role for Elastic Beanstalk so that it can assume this role when calling the services on our behalf. So this allows Elastic Beanstalk to automatically deploy new version of your application. So click on create and use new service role if you don't have a role. So I just click on that one, right? It will create automatically one role for me. And next we need to attach the key pair. So if I scroll down, currently I have one key. This is Mumbai key. If you don't have, you can create it. And then next we need to configure the EC2 instance profile. EC2 instance profile, we need to choose IAM EC2 instance profile with manage policies that allow our EC2 instance to perform required operation. So let me copy the all policy code from view permission details and make our custom managed policy using IAM dashboard. So if I scroll down here, this is AWS Elastic Beanstalk web tray. So let me copy the entire policy. Yeah, that's sufficient. Let it be copied from here, close, and I need to open my IAM dashboard to create my custom policy. So let it be open a new tab. Here I am. So I have copied all the policy, and now in the policy, create a policy, and let it be load first. Okay, I'll go to the JSON tab. Just remove this older thing, paste it your own, scroll down. Next, give the policy name. So I'll give the policy name, say policy, demo policy or demo. Scroll down. So here we have the services log like Cloud was logged, Elastic Beanstalk, S3 X-ray, right? Scroll down, create policy. So now our policy is successfully created. If I click on the view policy, I can check my policy, right? So here the policy is successfully created. Now in the next step, what we need to do, we need to create an IAM role and attach this policy. So again, go back on the role section here and just create IAM role. Okay, AWS service, use case is it's EC2. Scroll down, next, and select your custom policy. If I search demo, this is customer managed policy. Recently I have created. So just click and select next. Role name, say demo role. Okay. Allow EC2 instance to call AWS services on your behalf. Scroll down, and just create the role. That's it. So now we click on the view role. The role is successfully created with this attached demo policy, right? So now let's move to the next. We go back on Elastic Beanstalk application environment and attach this role with EC2 instance profile. So I'll go back here, let it be refresh, and click the demo role is there. Yeah, here it is. Now next. Now here you will see some networking, database, and tag options, and these all are the optional. You can see it is in optional, right? It's not mandatory. So we can modify the setting as per our need. Like we can select the VPC or public IP, database settings. So I'll just go with the default option. I do not configure right now. Similarly, in the next, again, we have the instance traffic and auto scaling option. Again, it's optional. You can put up the root volume size, monitoring you want or not, security group, auto scaling capacity. By default is one minimum, one maximum is there, right? And it's an on-demand instance. So you can select spot instances also, but I go with the default option again. Next, and again we have the updates on monitoring and logging, which is again optional. So I'll just go scroll down here, like you want to update automatically activities, so you can select these options. Even you can configure the notification from SNS notification from here, and I'll go again with the default one, which is next, right? And finally, I'll get my review section. So in my review section, I can review it from here, and I can modify any section by click on the edit button. So if you want to do some modification, suppose I want to configure the service access, I click on the edit button and I can modify it. So here you can see the demo role is there, the key pair is there, and the service role is there, right? So all looks good for me. So once we satisfied with our configuration, what we will do, we will click on the submit button. So I'm just click on the submit button. Okay. So in this step, what happened? Okay, you can see in this step we don't need to do anything. AWS Elastic Beanstalk will take care all of the resources whatever we required for deploy the web application. Like it will create EC2 instance, it will create security group, S3 bucket, our environment, our load balancer listener, our CloudWatch alarm, our auto scaling group, even Elastic load balancer. Everything will be configured and take care by the this Elastic Beanstalk services, right? So you can see now that Elastic Beanstalk is launching your environment. Let it be complete. And this process take about 5 minutes. So just wait. And once everything is done, you should be able to see the health become green. Currently, it is in pending condition, right? And domain URL will be generated here. So just wait. I'm not going to pause the screen. Let it be go with the flow, and hardly it will take 2 or 3 minutes. So I'm just wait, right? Even if I scroll down, here you can see the events, what events are going to be created. See, instance is going to be launched, or Elastic IP, we get the Elastic IP. It's created a security group automatically. Everything is going to be done by the cloud formation template automatically. So creating environment starting, and yeah, S3 bucket is already ready for us, right? So just wait, let it be complete. Then I will show you something. See, I got the URL, but it is in pending condition, so let it be complete first, right? Sorry. Yeah, perfect. Environment successfully launched. Perfect. Just close and you can see health is okay and we get the domain, right? So now move to the next step, which is viewing and configuring your environment. Now the environment is successfully deployed. Let's go back and let it be reload one more time here, and you see what all is available for us for monitoring services. So we can see that most recent events, if I scroll down here, the all recent events are there. Like we can check it from here, right? A simple health check will be there. So the simplest way to check the service deployment is by going to URL, right? Going to the URL provided in the top of the dashboard. Here it is. And if I click in this URL, let's see what happened. So for our deployment, we will see the PHP application that we have deployed, which is success message for our first deployment. So if I click, you can see here, see it is shows congratulations. Your AWS Elastic Beanstalk PHP application is now running on your own dedicated environment in the AWS Cloud. Perfect. So now see what happened, what the effect happened of EC2 dashboard, right? So if I refresh the dashboard, if I go back on the EC2 dashboard, and earlier the condition is this, but now let happen if I reload it. See, if I reload it, you can see we have one EC2 instance in a running condition, the security group, the volume, the auto scaling group, elastic key, elastic IPs there. So it's reflected here, right? So if I click, here is my instance, which is automatically created by the Beanstalk, right? Now move to the final step, which is deploying our custom code. So manually deploying in code with AWS Elastic Beanstalk is very easy. I'm going back here, and if I up, here's the option upload and deploy, right? In the environment dashboard, you get the upload and deploy option. If you want to deploy your own code, then select your option from here, upload and your code, and it needs to be in the form of zip or war file, which is compulsory and needed to be in your local computer or S3 bucket. And version label which going to be provided must be unique, like version 2 or 1.0.0, something like that. So you can directly upload it from here. You can select the choose file and upload it, right? Cancel it. I'm going to cancel it now, because now for this demo I'm going to upload my custom code through another EC2 instance, right? So for that one, let me launch one EC2 instance. So I'm back here, I just launched one simple EC2 instance. I'll go with the Ubuntu machine. You go with anyone. So machine, I give the name tag demo. I select Ubuntu. It's under free tier eligible. And just keep here. I go with the same Mumbai and just simple launch. That's it. So I launch one simple demo EC2 instance and let go back on instance. Let it be refresh. Let it be running. Then we will take this remote session, right? So now if I click on the instance, you will see two instances are there and it is ready for us. So I click on demo, let it be connect, scroll down, connect. So let's connect it, establish this connection. Okay, just wait for a couple of minutes. Let it be refresh. Now let's see, connect, scroll down, connect. Hopefully it should work now. Yeah, it is there. So let me go with the root access. I'm here. Now what we need to do? We need to install Elastic Beanstalk CLI environment. So EBCLI, Elastic Beanstalk CLI is a high level interface provided by Amazon to work with the Elastic Beanstalk application and environment. You must have already installed the AWS CLI. This one is different, right? So EBCLI is installed by using Python pip manager. So let me install it first by following some command. I go the command like apt get uninstall, right? So I have mentioned somewhere. These are the basic command. Let it be copy and paste and run simple. First of all, I need to update it. apt-get update, right? Then I need to install apt-get install python pip. Done, perfect. Now I run the second command apt-get install python pip, right? Because CLI is installed using python pip package manager, so we need to install it. Then the next command is apt-get install pip -y. Say okay. apt-get install pip. Say okay. And then pip3 install AWS EBCLI force reinstall, right? So this will install the EBCLI packages. And then we will make a directory and create the index.php file. So this is the simple code which I have mentioned here, right? This is the demo developers and this is the demo custom PHP example, right? Okay, I make a directory named data. I'll move to a data directory. I will create a file index.php. Press enter, let it be paste here, save and quit, and here you can see I have my index.php file, right? So now I go with eb-version, Elastic Beanstalk package is successfully installed, and I can take the help from -help, right? And number commands are there. So now my EBCLI is successfully installed and I'm ready with my custom PHP file. Now they have mentioned to get start type eb init command, right? So run the eb init command, eb initialization. So once I press enter, we need to choose the region where your Elastic Beanstalk application was created. So in my case, it is AP South, Mumbai, right? So if I up the sixth number, AP South one. So I said 6, press enter, and then I need to provide access key and secret key, right? So I need to provide some credentials. So for that one, let me create a demo user with administrative privileges, and I'll copy the access key and secret key and I'll paste it here. So one more time, I'm going back on IAM console. Let me make a demo user, create a user, say demo, next, attach the policy. I give the administrative access based on the job functionality. Click on the next, scroll down, create user next, and user successfully created. Go to the security credentials, scroll down, create access key and secret key from here, command line interface, scroll down, select next. For demo, create access keys. Here's the access key and secret key. So let it be copied from here and paste it here. AWS access key ID, done. And similarly, secret key. Just right click and paste, done. Now we need to select our application. So let it be my first ELB app. It's only one, so I just select it, right? Now we can continue with the initialization. So currently I have only one, my first ELB app environment, so I just select one. So let's deploy our custom application using eb-deploy command. So I will run eb-deploy, eb-deploy command. This will take some time, right? It will deploy my index.php file from this machine to my Elastic Beanstalk, right? I press enter. See, uploading and press Ctrl C. So I press Ctrl C. Now at this time, if I go back on my environment, see, Elastic Beanstalk is updating your environment. To cancel this operation, select about console operation from this action drop down menu. So currently you can see it's going to be updated, right? So if I refresh, it will update it. So let it be health okay. Let it be complete. Even let me refresh, see what happened. Okay, let it be complete first. So just wait till let me done this user part. Let it be done. I didn't download these keys. Later on I will remove this user. Okay, come back on PHP here. So if everything is okay, if I hit and refresh our URL, see currently it's in info, right? If I reload our URL, this index.html, the index.php file, whatever our custom, it will be reflect over there, right? So it will take some time. Let it be complete. Done. Perfect. Environment update successfully completed. Now, if I go back here and see what happened if I go to refresh. Wow. Demo developer. This is demo custom PHP example. Perfect. It's working. The same thing I have mentioned in my index.php file. You can notice here, right? So guys, this is so it's we have just deploy our custom application through Elastic Beanstalk, right? So this is how it's very easy. Just make and update your code from here, and then run the command eb deploy, and it will deploy on Elastic Beanstalk, right? So this is how we can work with Beanstalk. Now, if you want to terminate all the steps, what we need to do, I'll go back on environment and select the environment and terminate it from here. So just click on terminated, give the name of your environment, just copy and paste and just terminate, right? So again, it will take some time to clean up all the process. Once it's successfully done, we can remove the application from the application tab. So it takes some time till let me go with the application on another tab. We can select my application from here, action, and we can delete the application also, right? So just give the application name, select that one, delete it, right? Refresh, it will come. Clear team? So it's working. So guys, this is how we can work with Elastic Beanstalk in AWS Cloud. And that's all about this demo. Finally, this is the end of this topic. And hopefully you have enjoyed and learned new things. And soon I will come up with another new interesting topic. Till then, keep practicing. If you feel something I have missed or you wanted to know more something else, please reach out through my social media links, which is mentioned in the description. And if you like this video, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe my channel and press the bell icon button for the latest update. Thanks for watching. Stay safe.